Illuminati decks, the witch with the decks. You know what it is. If you don't, here we are. Okay. I have a lot of tools for my spiritual practice, and this is for sure one of them. So, figured I'd just chill out, see if anybody's gonna come through. I usually do. I'm always running late, so I can't be mad if anybody else does, right? Plus, I didn't tell anybody I was doing this or when, so nobody's late. Everybody's on time all the time. Unless you're the white rabbit. Ripping and roaring. A little R&R. Ripping and roaring. A little rough and rowdy. Woo. What am I going to do tonight? I don't know. I kind of didn't feel like talking, so I was going to show you what this is, if you don't already know. I didn't think if I were to use a deck, I'm still leaning towards the mystery deck, even though we haven't done... I guess the only other deck we haven't done is the Damon deck. Or, I don't think I really gave a proper Thoth reading yet, either. Still, the mystery deck just seems like that's what would slap for this full moon. So right now is the full wolf moon. The wolf is just what they call the first full moon of the year, which is always in January, obviously. And it's just because it is the dead of winter, and so the moon schedules are... they pretty much exist because farmers... right? Much like everything else we do, from daylight savings time to little nursery rhymes or whatever. But, it's the wolf moon because the world is quiet. Being frozen and dead and people not working in hibernation, that you hear the wolves howl at the moon. So that's kind of how that... Is that an idiom? Also became... I went and howled at the moon. Couldn't see it because it was cloudy, but I went and howled at it anyway, wherever I thought it could be. And yeah, so I've got some stones. I might talk about them later. These are some of my most personal, most wonderful... You can't even see this little piece of chrysocolla. It's not very little. It's raw, though, and I do love a tumbled stone, but I also love a raw cut as well. And some selenite, right? Everybody should have some selenite. That's what I would call a beginner stone. And this is my golden healer, which I never really heard of until I bought it. I'm guessing it's some kind of quartz, because it almost looks like it could be citrine, but it looks like it could be anything. But apparently golden healer. Maybe I should have looked into it more, but I really liked it, and it does feel like... So... I'm not super set or into anything. I was kind of thinking about this today, and I don't like sharing what I do in terms of magic on the internet. I just, again, don't believe in it. I think we got into that the other day. I just will say that I improvise everything that I do, because I'm always doing something. And I would say the way I perceive my own energy is very... So, that's fine. It's like I know how to work with things, and so it comes very naturally to me. That is not to say I advise people to just do whatever they want in terms of magic. I've had a lot of, guidance from people who do practice and have practice and do the studying and give me the books. And you know, I learn a lot over time, but I also learn from everyone, because not all your magic is going to come from people who call themselves witches. That's something you gotta learn real quick, because some witches won't even tell you they're a witch. You just have to know the difference. Some of us can't hide it. You know, there's no sense in pretending like I'm not. When it's obvious. It was almost like people told me more than I said it for so long that I'm like, fine, I'll take it. I'll take the title. Yeah, so I brought a few stones, and the reason I picked these three is, one, because they're huge and they felt good in my pockets and in my hands earlier, but also because selenite is, like I said, a beginner stone. Selenite can be very easily broken. Hello. And it can also just completely dissolve when in water. It's called, I don't know why it's called selenite, but it's kind of similar to salt in a way. You lost it? That's so weird. Why did I bring my crystals with me today? These were like, this is my personal collection that I just three of them I decided to, and I'm trying to say detrited. I do this all the time. I know I like just was smoking, but like I just do it all the time. My brain is so funny. But selenite's great. Amethyst is really good for like psychic abilities, they say, and is also the birthstone for February, so that's coming up, obviously. And then citrine, I was just talking about how I feel like this might be like a piece of citrine, but it's called the Golden Healer, and I just didn't look into it at all. Like, I don't know. I mean, there's got to be like some other name for it, right? But it definitely is like, whoa, this is like a healer stone. And I felt like it just matched my outfit. Like, I just so happened to do this sunshine goth fucking, you know. Yes. Yes. Yes, I am. That's what I was doing yesterday. I was talking with Kurt Cobain. Medium. Yeah. Watch the replay if you want. That's why I was like bullshitting about my stones when you got here. I don't have to talk about this right now. Especially because the chrysocolla still hasn't really been on camera. It's not that special, actually. Yo, that's so weird. Someone else was Pisces watching it too. That's weird that there's like Pisces up on my channel. That's so funny. No, you gotta watch it. I can't tell you. But he was talking about Courtney. I'm so worried about her, and I feel like, why should I be, other than Kurt being like, we might be worried about Courtney? I don't know. That's interesting. It's funny too, because I don't know if you know any part of your chart, but Virgo is like the digestive tract and the stomach and the liver area, like all that, like Virgo placements. I wonder if you have like a similar, maybe the Chiron would be in Virgo, both of you, or maybe Saturn, or there was something else, North Node, but doubt it, because he wouldn't have been having stomach pains. He was doing everything he was supposed to. Cool. It's cool that you're like into it. I can kind of talk to anyone, and he was just who showed up, and I wonder if it's because all the Pisces are on my channel. These Pisces who like Nirvana, I guess. I just, I do it. That's cute. I like pizza. That's cute. I'll be like mushrooms, olives, onions, and if I'm feeling really bold, green pepper. Was he a vegetarian? That'd be interesting. I feel like sausage if he did eat meat, and just the other 4 if he didn't. That's interesting. His pizza order. There you go. They weren't really doing all the Parmesan on the crust and shit in the 90s, so probably would have done that too if I could have. So stupid, Oh, yeah, he probably did try vegetarian as an excuse. That's so sad. He hadn't eaten. People do like trigger warnings and stuff, but the what is it called? The Not the acronym? The letters. ED is weird to say for me just because I like didn't ever hear it called that, and there was something else called that. I thought that was strange. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, trigger warning. I noticed that people on the internet usually say ED, and I don't want to be a dick here. I don't really. I eat, so and it's not that simple. See, I already sound like an asshole. We should just not even talk about it. This ain't hot takes. I don't really have any hot takes on that subject, other than it's very sad to see what people go through. Yeah. I love that you keep using the vampire emoji. Is that what that is? Are you a vampire? Vulcan. Oh my god, like Venus. Interesting choice. Vulcan 3 too. Was that intentional or was it random? That is not just a smiley face, dude. That's like a creepy pale smiley face with black and red eyes and like funny ears. Am I blind? I can't zoom in. Oh, it is just a regular smiley face. Why does it look like a vampire? Okay, well, you know that Vulcan was married to Venus. Do you know who Vulcan is, or is it named off of something else? I don't know. But Venus and Vulcan were married, but Venus was also married to someone else. So there was 3 of them. So like Vulcan 3, yes, that checks. Checks. That checks. So stupid. So I got these stones. And I was saying I don't really know if I was trying to do a particular deck or not tonight. Kind of didn't feel like talking, but it's very easy if somebody engages with me for me to just start dinging holes or whatever the fuck I'm doing. So I was thinking about the mystery deck, but it's really intense. And you asking me if I was a medium almost makes me want to pull out the Halloween Oracle again, especially the goth looks, with the orange bag. That's kind of cute. But I still haven't done a proper Thoth reading on here. I just pulled a few of them. And then I also never pulled out my Daemon cards at all. So that's cute. You got Angel Oracle. I got Demon cards. I like it. I like everyone. Angels are cool as fuck. Oh, and I wanted to open this up. I should have done that when no one was here, and instead I just rambled about my stupid freaking stones that are awesome and not stupid. I don't know why I say stuff like that. Super ingrained. Anyway, Selenite is supposed to be your cleansing stone. I'm like, I was saying before you joined, I'm not super stuck on or into anything. I just pick things up over the years. And I have a lot of people I trust. So selenite is one of those things where you kind of like get new stones, or like every 3 months or something. You want to cleanse your stones. Some people like putting their stones in water. Don't ever put selenite in water. It'll literally fall apart. But also stacking your stones on these and putting them in your window. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Again, that's not really my take. That's like everybody. So, okay, I'm pulling this out. Yeah, exactly. So you already know. You already know about selenite. Vulcan. Oh, very good. Let's fucking. Oh, I hope you can hear the rain really well. Because look what I got this. Yeah, so I brought my 3 most best stones in my collection currently, in my opinion, so that I could do this with them. And yeah, I love this thing. Gifted to me by a dear friend of mine, Miss Jupiter. Don't think she's on Twitch chat, but if she ever was, be fun. Oh, cool. You're in New Zealand? Are you from there? That's like sweet. I've never been. It's lovely to see it's raining in New Zealand. All of them. I'll explain. I don't know how that sounds on here. Also, it's okay on my videos. Is it nice? I do not have the most high quality best mic or anything, and it's a strange frequency, so sometimes it can sound really bad. And I went pretty hard in, not having ever tried it on Twitch, but it should be fine. Full moon vibes. Getting in the zone. Especially if there's anyone that you in particular would like to hear from. And I can pull out the Halloween Oracle. Get centered with them. I haven't done my pendulum yet either. If we have any yes or no questions. These are teaching me how to cooperate and coexist while doing what needs to be done. I like that one, but that pitch, I don't know how it sounds, you know? That's nice. Really nice. The cool thing about this is that I fail to hold it long enough for it to stop making sound. If that makes sense. It just keeps going. It's literally the only instrument I own. I think I have an acoustic guitar in someone else's possession somewhere, if that counts. Just gave away a keyboard. This is my instrument. And it never stops, which is perfect because I'm a deadhead, so we already knew that. The music never stops. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Happy full moon vibes. I'm going to put them in here for a second. Since we're talking, I wasn't trying to disregard your question. I think there's a slight delay because me in general is like that. And then you say New Zealand, and I'm clearly, you know. That's okay though. So you asked if it was clairaudience, and yes, but I would say that I'm all the Claires, which is funny because my friend was just posting a status about how Claire's a great name. And while I feel neutral about people named Claire, I do really love that it is clairaudience, clairvoyance. It's like the Claires is what I call them. So this is all very funny to think about in retrospect. But I would say clairaudience is the most obvious one and like the most apparent one, where like the first thing I do is hear people. When it comes to clairvoyance is to be able to see them, right? So I can definitely see them in my mind's eye, if that makes sense. And there is a difference between my own imagination and like a presence, but it's farther, fewer between to actually see a spirit. And there's only been twice in my life that I could physically, I mean, at one point I was holding one. It was fucking, I never ever got over that. And this is how I ended up here, right? Because that was almost 10 years ago. And it was crazy. It was so crazy. I don't want that though. I don't really need to be feeling and seeing dead people all the time. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be like Haley Joe or whatever the fuck his name is. Couldn't believe that kid was at Aries until I saw him all grown up. And I'm like, yeah, that definitely checks. So, claircognizant. Well, see, the half sleep state is sort of like meditation. And I think it's really easy to like pick up on things when you are in a meditative state, which is one and the same to sleeping itself, right? I think part of meditation is to be able to rest when you can't have a full sleep or even a short rest. So, it's tricky with audience because Lots of labels come with that, lots of stigmas, especially if you're not expecting it or aware of it or like thinking about it or see, that's the thing. I didn't study any of this, so I've been getting caught up into shit and being in trouble for years, just like not really understanding what's going on. And it really wasn't until John Lennon just like face to face me telling me shit there was no way I could have fucking possibly known. Like it was so, like, could verify it, but I was never a fan type of the shit that I was like, okay, this all makes everything make sense, doesn't it? It's just be like, yes. So I think I've always heard them and maybe saw them. It could be him because well, yeah, see, that's the trick of it with the people you don't know. I think it'd be interesting. I feel like if you are interested in music, or especially music production, then it probably was him, right? But otherwise, it could have truly been anybody because it is a very common name. So if it seems like it would be relevant to receive a message from someone like a music producer, then I think that it would have been the person that you thought it was, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I think that's good. See, and then there's also claircognizant, which probably is my least favorite. Oh, you do know what he wanted to tell you. Maybe I'll tell you what he wanted to tell you. Huh. Claircognizance is when you know something, when you are given a thought or knowledge, like from, it's almost like a third party handoff, where like clairaudience is like hearing a voice directly, right? Or hearing something straight from the source. Claircognizant is to just be like, I just know things. And people get so annoyed in my regular life because I'll just tell them, like, I don't know, like, I don't know why I'm saying this, but I gotta say it. Like, I just know things, you know? And it's a point of argument because it's like, oh, you always gotta say something, or you always think you're right. You Taurus always thinks you're right. I'm like, bro, that's not the point. It's like they tell me things. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're trying to fucking tell you something. I'm just the conduit. I feel like I use conduit more than I use medium or channel. But I also say channel to be more specific because medium is sort of like all mediums, but I like the word medium because I've always been a size medium. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's clutch. But really conduit for the most part. Look at, I'm literally doing the thing that the guy in the book emoji is doing. I stroke my beard a lot. Have I ever had a beard? No. just fake ones, but oh yeah, dude, watching X-Files gives me deja vu so bad, and it's like, yes, I watched other Fox Network shows as a kid, but like I don't consciously remember watching X-Files. That dude's from New Zealand. I've been obsessed with X-Files. Chris Carter's from, right? Or is he Australian? I thought it was New Zealand. I think he's Australian. That's my bad. It's not the same thing at all. My bad. I'm pretty sure he's Australian, but pretty much closer to you than me, right? Oh, I love X-Files, bro. I'm not done yet. I'm only like barely finishing season 8. Not been happy with season 7 and 8, so I'm not even looking forward to 9, but I can't wait to watch like the movie and then 10, 11. But I haven't seen any of it, so just no spoilers. We can't talk beyond that point. But anything up until then, oh yeah, spoil the shit. I don't give a fuck about anyone else. Kidding. I believe in no spoilers across the board, no matter how old something is. Everything is sacred. Everything is sacred. People deserve to just be able to experience it no matter what the timeline is. That's part of the magic, man. No, Chris Carter is not from Cali. He's like Australian or something. The writer, not the Duchovny. Really? That seems weird. I, for some reason, remember him being Australian. See, and this is the other thing that trips me out because this has happened twice recently where I've looked up people's birthday and like been so convinced that I remembered when their birthday was and had a whole kind of like conversation about it, and then I look it up again and it changes and I'm like, is this the Mandela effect, which I always thought was mandala, but then it's like, no, it's Mandela, like Nelson Mandela. And I was like, I thought it was mandala, like reflections. Like, what? I don't know. What is this? What is this? We're talking, you're like in New Zealand right now. That's so cool. You want to work in construction? That's funny. My ancestors did a little construction, so my relatives do construction. Yeah, so I've been full moon. This is what I do. I will always get sidetracked for X-Files. I will probably not always get sidetracked for Matrix. Also, not taking spoilers on that. I just watched the first one from 1999, and I have full intentions of watching the next two, or I think however many, and then there's a new one. We'll see if I want to. I probably will. I'm on like this weird, very specific 90s alien kick. It did start with Fifth Element months ago, and I was like, yeah, I need more of this shit in my life. So, okay, we love Andersons, right? And I don't know what that is, and I don't know when it's from. But yes, I'm very much about aliens. I also love a more modern take, like People of Earth. Incredible. I think this is really more for my podcast, which is hot takes with thought cakes, so you can imagine what kind of content I make. But I just feel like hot take. Now I don't remember the take. See, because I shouldn't talk about that stuff. I don't need to be opinionated when I'm trying to fucking be unbiased. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep my mouth shut. I know, because I have a lot of hot takes. I just disagree with people, but it's because I'm supposed to show them the other side of things in a way that they can understand it, and in a way that I'm willing to always change my take of the hot take. That's who I am as a person. I see things and I know things. I'm like that. I didn't watch Game of Thrones. It's not that I don't watch popular television, but it just didn't appeal to me. And also it's long, but that doesn't really shake me because X-Files is literally 11 seasons, and I'm just banging that shit out because I'm in love with Fox Mulder, actually. I don't know if I really am feeling these. It seems like you would be. Thank you. Thank you. I kept getting that, actually, which is why I decided to try it. And I also talk a lot. And, like, my friends are saints. I love them. But, okay, ain't nobody a saint who ain't a sinner. But it's like, at a certain point, they're like, hey, man, can you... And I'm like, yes, but, and they're like, ah. I'm like, true, I gotta, so I get it out by podcasting instead of literally just talking people's ear off. I'm annoying. I'm either chill and sitting in silence and being like, why didn't you brainwave me that? Like, God, we don't use text anymore, why are you speaking? Or I'm like, incessantly, cannot shut the fuck up. I don't know what the T1000 is, but I swear to God, if you are trying to spoil something, I told you I'm only at the end of season 8, so I don't know what you're talking about, and you're gonna piss me off if you mess me up. Look at Joy in reverse. I don't know. Swear to God. Be my shit list forever. I'm like, everything is sacred, no spoilers ever. And you're like, Pisces. I feel like the one thing I could just roast everybody right now. It's not really about tarot for me. It's full moon shit. It's like, let's get our shit together. It's the start of the year, first full moon cycle. Let's fucking go. I'm putting together a manual. I don't know if anyone will ever see it, but now we got secrets, right? Frustration. This is why I kind of wanted the mystery deck. I feel like you aren't supposed to talk to anybody. You're supposed to talk to yourself. The mystery deck. You can go watch the Kurt Cobain stream. It was from like yesterday. I looked cute as fuck. I was looking really grunge, so I'm not surprised he showed up. Hard to recognize at first because I would never expect that because I don't go out of my way to talk to anybody. Although one time I did want to talk to Jerry and I feel like he didn't show up and it was kind of awkward, but it all worked out for the best and I've probably talked to him since. You don't have to shut up, but you have to not talk about X-Files if you don't know how to talk about X-Files. Really? I don't even know that much about them. That's why I don't go on my way to talk to people that I don't know anything about. These cards are a little different, though. These cards are a lot. These cards are probably not going to be on Twitch very much. This is more like, if you're here, if you're watching, here we go. Little Monday night card action. I have not. Like I said, I don't ask people to come. I just see who does. Like, notables will be like, I said, it's kind of started with John Lennon or like Ram Dass, and Alan Watts was very exciting. Aleister Crowley was another really surprising one because it's his tarot deck. So I was like, oh, I would have not thought of that, but thank you for coming down. Trying to think of other like randos I've done, but there's not many until like Nirvana, Kurt yesterday, and I'm probably forgetting somebody else. There was a Mac Miller. He was one of the early ones. He showed up a lot, but nobody cared, so he left. Oh my god, I literally felt like I was talking to Michael at 4 this morning, and I had it, or maybe it was like 2. Holy shit, that's crazy you say that, because I never, and it was very brief, like he didn't have the time to really engage with me, but he's a Virgo, and his true self, his real him, it was just very touching, very beautiful. And I have a weird hot take on that too. I gotta save that shit. This isn't the time to get opinionated. This is the time to be unbiased. So if you want to hear the opinions, you gotta go find the thought cake. Find the thought cake. What does that even mean? Nobody knows, but they're eating. Okay, mystery deck, different, not dead people. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. We're good, probably. They're tired. They're tired. I don't know if it's you. I don't know if it's the full moon. I don't know if it's everything. Capitalism's so draining. Didn't we just go from Pluto to Aquarius and something? So everybody's at the very beginning, followed by the bitter end. So who knows what happens, because I swear to God, I thought that Norm Macdonald was a Taurus and Chris Carter was Australian. So who even created this timeline? I don't care. What are we doing here, you know? I shouldn't have watched The Matrix, honestly, y'all. I should not have watched The Matrix. So 7th position, water. The conductor, also the fish, right? You would be water, and then this would be, I almost said your bitch. We got an orb. There's always orbs with this deck. I haven't really figured out why, because I have shinier decks that do not create orb effects. I thought it was the blue light from the Koropka lamp in the corner there that is the glowing, but it's on yellow. It's not on blue, so It orbs out for some reason, and it's not all the cards in the deck, and it's not all the time, but you got an orb. I don't know yet. These cards, man, it's like, okay, so my Halloween oracle is just talking to dead people. There's no pretty way to say that. It's necromancy. That's how I like to say it, but then people are like, the fuck you mean? Necromancy? You bring people back from the dead? And it's like, no. Necromancy is any magic involving any rekindling of the dead, either by apparition or clairaudience. So technically what I do is necromancy, and that's okay with me. So I hope it's okay with you. But this is different. This is what I call my mystery deck, because it's gods, goddesses, galactics, and guides, where like anybody can really show up, and it's always very personal, very heavy, and a punch, man. It was a punch. And there was one time I used this deck, and it was like, I think it was the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine Twin Flame reading, which is like, I literally just called myself a necromancer. You think I'm out here trying to do twin flame readings? No, but I also do put the romance in necromance, so I get it, you know. It's just the twin flame aesthetic or connection. It's just like never really hit with me, but this reading, it's somewhere on my Instagram, you know, like TV or whatever. But it hit hard, where it was just like so good, and everyone was just like, holy fuck, this is dope. Because some of my readings can be boring or just like off topic like this. So, I mean, a lot of people, if maybe it would be your grandmother, because it could be dust. But even if it's dust, that very millisecond of the entire grand scheme of things stopped in that moment to capture a piece that went by at the right angle at the right time by chance somehow, because somebody sneezed, right? I don't know. I think it's like, who cares if it's dust? It's still an orb. Who cares how it's made? It's still there. Same with the cards, you know. Obviously, there must be some kind of, no, look, it went away. There's no orb on this one. Oh, wait. Yes, there is? Yes, there is. So, like, it's weird because it doesn't happen with my other cards, and they all have a coding, so maybe it's this coding. But, like, you can tell it doesn't always happen, even from the same angles. Maybe it's just when I'm too close? Oh my god, I can't talk about this right now. It's so fucking reflective. It's literally the light on my camera, and I am a dumb ass. That's so funny. None of the other ones reflect the light except these. That's so funny. But what did I just tell you? It's an orb, it's an orb. It's a piece of dust, it's a reflection we didn't know about. It's still you seeing your orb, you know? Am I going to keep saying it's an orb? No. No. Now I feel like, you know what? But it's humbling. You know what I say? You know what I say? I say rejection is healthy and humility is divine. So consider me humbled, Kendrick, right? These are your guides. These are your guides, you know. These are your guides. We got 12th position water, the counselor. Okay? So, this with these cards, this deck is like just in general. It's like the whole guard. It's the whole court. It's like everybody, whoever. Personal readings, they're a little more specific to someone, where you might find your family, so to speak, or your higher self will be talking, or just whoever's looking out. But in the general sense, it's kind of just like the maybe common collective, or sort of a sad audience. I don't know how to explain it, because it's a mystery to me. I just found these one day in the mountains, and I've been talking to them ever since, right? So 12th position water, the counselor. There might be some judgment coming, but that's okay. That's one of the hot takes I had, is that judgment is really a good thing, and I don't know why we keep saying I don't judge, because that just sounds really unhealthy, like you don't have any boundaries. But thought cakes. Yeah, I do. That's what I was saying. Yeah, it's embarrassing, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's your orb, but it's not an orb anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Rejection is healthy. Humility is divine. That's But it's weird that these are the only ones that reflect it. They're all coated. One of them's metallic, and it still doesn't do that. Or maybe I don't hold them as close, but still silly. So I just set this next to fourth position fire, king of fire. Okay, so having some courage going on here. Look, this is the type of, it's almost like the elements themselves with human faces to come deliver a message. And that's basically like what these cards are. And that's why it's the counselor. Okay, so we're being like, what's going on here? Checking in, and King of Fire coming in hot, coming in blazing, coming in like, what's the deal? What's the sitch? This is what it is. And owning up to it. Okay, this could be the divine too, the couples. The other thing I like to think with the idea of a divine feminine, divine masculine, or a twin flame situation is that the elements are divided as such just to pair them as complements, right? And it's not really about gender or sex, nobody gives a shit. It's elements, okay? And so earth and water are the feminine, and fire and air are the masculine. But I see them on sort of, it's a circle and a scale, right? And so I think of water being the most extreme feminine, and fire being the most extreme masculine, and earth being the less extreme feminine, and air being the less extreme masculine. And so they kind of pull together, and they pull everything together, right? So the extreme feminine and the extreme masculine are sort of presenting themselves. It can be career related, that's fine. The guides are just talking, and it's not necessarily, because if this gets posted, people sometimes watch these things when I post them. I'm fairly new to Twitch, so I don't know how it goes over with rewatching here, but the message can be for anybody who may come across it at the same time. And so nobody said anything about anything being not harmonious anyways, just because someone's checking in. And that's the thing. If somebody does try to check in, no need to take it as a threat. And also, you're the feminine. So, anyway, it's also Venus in... yeah, I can't even use fucking TikTok on my phone. My phone's like older than TikTok. I'm old school. I don't know. Venus in retrograde. You still got 2 more weeks. Everything's harmonious now, but anything can happen, basically. And it's not to be on your toes, but it's also like maybe this is a good time to talk and just be like, hey, everything is harmonious, right? The counselor, the water, that'd be you, right? The king of fire, yeah, everything's fine. Lots of pride, would never say otherwise, blah, 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 whatever. It's not that anything is wrong, just to make sure it's all right, right? We got first position air, so we got some dragon guides, dragon energy. Get more into like alien territory with the dragons. It's not exactly an explanation, but it's almost like when you think reptilians, that's like these fuckers for sure. And so it's like you have to remember everything is divinely orchestrated, and there are many forces keeping things at play and keeping things moving, but you still have to play your role, or you cause a commotion, an unnecessary commotion, and you have to keep traffic moving. So sometimes air patrol comes through and will on the situation. And the thing is, if you're not going in the right direction, you get boom boom, and people like to do that little rhyme, rejection is protection. I think that's the second time I said that this week. Because it's like, if you are the kink, it's got to get worked out, and it's not about you, because it's like, well, how else are we going to move through this part of the plot if this person's not doing what they got to do? I've always tried to maybe rationalize people's actions too much, where everyone's got a role to play, okay? And that's why I use my judgment for personal interactions, not for predisposition, all right? So, hello. Lisa Cloud? No, Leah's Cloud. Wow, I was Lee as Cloud. Lee as Cloud. I don't know. I love it. I just saw Lisa Cloud, and I love Lisas. I love clouds, and I know that's not what it says, but it still made me very happy. It's a distance. I wear glasses. Okay. So, if you're the kink, you'll get smoothed out. That's all. That's all. You got to keep it moving. Traffic's got to keep going. And so, okay, so we got number 11, healing. Moving forward, being along. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the follow, Elias. Yeah, just owning your shit, really, and doing the damn thing. Then we've got 12th position, Earth, okay, so getting some grounding in effect. These, again, alien vibes with the up-close and personal, like, especially when the feminine and masculine, if any human connection, are being represented with fire and water, then we know for sure that air and earth are... That's really not how this works, but all messages are for all people. You tune in, whatever it is, totally relevant. There's a reason you're here. There's not that many people. Don't worry about too much, but think about what you want to know. Never tell me, because I like to be unbiased. So just think about it and you'll get it. You'll know. You'll know. Thank you. We have 12th position Earth, so the seneschal. And I'm pretty sure a seneschal is like a judge or something. Somebody looked it up for me once, and then I said, yeah, I forgot. And somebody looked it up for me once, and then they looked it up again. And it's like I still don't fucking remember. It's either a government thing or a religious thing, but it's somebody with a title, and I think they are given the right to use some type of judgment, if I'm not mistaken. So it kind of, you know, if that's the way you are going to interpret it, I think it speaks volumes on the situation in the first place, if that makes sense. I'm not, there was no, okay. I think, here's the thing. It's like your own, this has been a popular theme lately. It's not just you. I'm not isolating you in this. People being motivated by fear has been a core theme around me and in this full moon and Cancer kind of thing going on. Cancer is very introspective. Water in itself is introspective and reflective, and it ripples. So reacting in fear, acting in fear. I feel right now you interpret it in fear. I never said anyone, there was a presence. There was no someone. This wasn't really about judgment necessarily, although I was having a conversation about that. I agree. And so I see where the misconnection was. But I think it's the whole point in that moment would be that maybe you fear the judge. It's not your bad. It's your reading. You get what I'm saying? Your fear is that someone is there to judge you, and that's why it's like, look up. It's not a someone. It's if you're feeling judged, it's like not other people. It's not the people in your life. It's like these fuckers that are like, get your shit together, from like outer space or wherever the fuck they are. I mean, you watch X-Files, but like gods and goddesses, but like galactics. So there is a sense of judgment, and that's where it's like, again, you get this sense, and maybe you're even worried about it, where it's like, how to say, you know, feeling judged or whatever. But it's like your higher self, if that helps. Your guides, or again, the people who are kind of on the committee of everything, and they're like, we got to keep the story moving. It's a moving story. In your part, your role that you're not playing in some capacity, you know, whether you are not doing the job that you're meant to do, or you're not with the right fucking friend group, or you haven't joined that club or whatever the fuck, that you're holding up about, and you think people are judging you because you want to do it, you haven't done it yet kind of energy. These people are like, okay, I know you're healing and you're getting ready, used to it, whatever, you're going through some shit, but at the same time, gotta keep it moving. I don't play piano. I mean, I took lessons for a long time. It didn't stick. I don't do instruments. This is it. Gotta keep it moving. So I'm more of a trucking kind of driving vibe, but at some point, especially maybe for Pisces, gotta keep it moving. We got 6th position water. Look, lots of help. These guides are here to help you. These, like my nose itches. I don't know if that means anything to anybody. Maybe you're putting something off where like you're miserable. I have a friend who had to get like a sinus surgery because they couldn't breathe through their nose. I always wanted to be a truck driver so bad, and then I just kind of lost my flavor. I don't know what happened. Maybe someday. 6th position waters, plenty of help around you, and that can come as humans for sure, especially because we did say that the human connection was fire and water, and this is a water card, so it might actually be a person who is there to help and not just the guides. Dude, the lighting is so weird for all the cards are different. All the cards are different, but also I move it a lot, so I don't know why I'm trying to blame anything. I just roll with it. And then we have 1st position fire, which honestly is like another dragon, but to me, it looks almost kind of angry, and it's almost like that king evolves into this dragon. And it's sort of like heeds a warning where like someone may offer help in the situation, whether it's you or them, but the other person is not going to be too happy about that. And it's mostly because they're just like stuck to a different web, okay? There's like randomly a spider in this, and it's really funny because the spiders is this whole thing with the other deck, like the Halloween Oracle. And so it's like very uncanny to see this spider with an egg. And the fire is protecting it. It's protecting this little golden egg. It's only a thing if you keep eating yogurt. You get what I'm saying? Where it's like, it's got to be continuous. It's got to be a lesson you're not learning, or like a addiction or something, or like I said, allergies that like you know you got to get this surgery or something. I don't know. So just like all that. But yes, turning aggressive, right? So it's like the water's like, here, let me help you. And the fire's like, it's mine, don't touch it. Even if it's like, trying to help somebody get clean or something. So gotta be careful. I don't really do like sidecars on this deck, really, but I guess sometimes I honor it if it's very specific like it is now, where I'm seeing 9th position air on its side, and that's the thing. Are you going to accept help from the divine, yes or no? And it seems like if you got here and you got to this point and you're watching it and you see that you have a new resource for it, are you gonna take the help from the divine? Are you gonna say you can do it this time? 'Cause it's a lie, it's a lie, it's a lie. Gotta do it with the divine. Whose song is that? Is that mine or yours? Like, how does that work? Are you gonna do it with the divine? Do it, do it, do it, do it. The maiden. It's quite the voyage. They're opposite though. I don't love that. The contrast. So even if one is upright, the other is in reverse. So you take the route with the guides, with the divine, with the road, with the high road, okay? But then you kind of lose your way even. And it's so funny because I know we were talking about X-Files, but I was talking about the Matrix, and there is like this little white rabbit. I'm like making the lighting terrible. I'm probably gonna rearrange everything in a minute. The little white rabbit, the maiden's kind of following it down the path, right? Getting distracted from the path. And so maybe not going down that road and being the maiden, who could eventually become the damsel who becomes in distress, right? Going with the divine avoids a certain road. Like, why go down the rabbit hole if you don't need to? You know, are you so miserable that you need an out, or whatever it is? Maybe you really need like a timeout, not a get out. Okay. So, fair maiden, farewell, fair maiden. Are you going to go with it and be distracted from the path you were on and maybe need to quit? Or are you going to kind of go down the same road again and go where you want to and not be led with intuition? So that's what you got to decide. Especially, dude, I feel like that's a very big Pisces vibe right now. And I hope all the Pisces in the world get to see this video, what they won't. Oh my God, because Kurt is a Pisces. That's what's so weird. But like one person that was with me yesterday was a Pisces, and then I'm talking to Kurt Cobain, and now I'm talking to you, are Pisces. It's like so cute, especially because I really don't have like Pisces in my life like that, because y'all are a bunch of flakes. So, dude, I'm trying to roast everybody. Are we about to do a roast after this? Are we gonna let them roast us? Shit, dude, that'd be so funny. Like I'm ready for it. This full moon energy is like, okay, it's like that you know, that Mean Girls type beat. Wow. um I Lynchy is strange to me. Oh, I don't get that, but okay. I don't think that anybody just wakes up and chooses to be a necromancer, so I wouldn't really know how that works. They just kind of started talking to me. But thank you, I suppose. What's weird energy? The full moon or the Mean Girls? Or both, because yeah, it is just like people want to be kind of cutthroat and say what's on their mind, and just let it all out while it's peaking, and just kind of, I mean, how else do you squash something? You know, how do you get the elephant out of the room? You're just gonna let it take up space and wait for the next one until it's like exploding at that point. You know, we gotta stay on schedule, so you gotta like get through your shit during the time where you do. Thank you. Thank you, Lynchy. It just is almost like uncanny sometimes. Or even real, actually. Yeah, that's what I was saying with John Lennon, where I think it was happening when I was a kid, and that was like the weird thing. It's like it was always kind of like something and a lot of like alien, but always like it was like writing, what is it? Macabre. When I was like young and kind of like detective and in search. It's creepy, morbid kid. So I feel like that's how it kind of started, was a long time ago, especially going to Catholic school, because they teach you to like talk to God and pray to Jesus and all this other shit. Maybe vice versa, talk to Jesus, pray to God. It is kind of a whole hierarchy situation. And I'm a confirmed Catholic, so it's not even blasphemous. My opinion is valid. I'm a confirmed Catholic, so. But yeah, I think that kind of started with the necromancy too, because honestly, like, a lot of the saints were considered mystics and stuff, because some of them would have these like religious experiences where they would talk to Jesus, and like people were just cool with them being like psychic and stuff. And now it's like, that's like sacrilegious witchcraft. And it's like, bro, you taught me this. What the fuck are you talking about? Like Saint Gemma, she was more recent too. I think she was canon. She was, I feel like she was canonized in 1932. Maybe she died in 1923. She was pretty young. I think she was born in the late 1800s. And she was considered a freaking a medium, you know, because she would just talk to Jesus and have visions. She like spontaneously bled or something. I don't remember. Cool as fuck. Did a whole video on it on my Instagram. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I got. So there's a few more cards. Remember, we're walking with the divine. We're walking with the divine here. Just kidding. That's like, I don't even know. I like to do accents sometimes, and they especially come out when I use this deck, because like people like to make themselves really known, and it's not that they want to make me look a fool necessarily, but sometimes I feel it that way, because it can be awkward. Some of the voices I put on, I try to keep it at bay, but you know, sometimes, like I said, they want to project for real, like this is who I am, you know. because with the channeling, it's like there's different levels to it. Oh my God. That's so embarrassing because you're from New Zealand. And I would say, yes, I can. But sometimes it takes a second to kick in. And sometimes my British accents turn into Australian accents. I learned an Australian accent by having British people teach me a British accent. And I can do like a lot of different British dialects too. I'm an actor, is what I tell myself. Literally, like, just writing it into a screenplay so I can do it because I love doing accents. It's like something I don't even do on purpose. A lot of times, though, when I'm shy, I just go with vampiric because it's the most basic, non-existent accent. Like, it's kind of like ambiguously European, I suppose, but also just like Transylvania's not. Well, maybe there are. Maybe there are vampires in Transylvania. Who knows? Just like, you've seen What We Do in the Shadows. You're not going to make me do accents. That's so funny because I love to, but that's like, I don't want to be that guy because I don't want to be rude to anybody. But I just start with the Nandor impression. Oh, that's cute. I didn't know that. Do what? What do you want me to do? My Nandor impression? Because it makes me sound like a man. And I also have a pretty good Russian accent. I was really mad about Nicole Kidman's in that fucking Perfect Strangers shit. I can't. It's like when I get put on the spot. If you make me feel like I'm on the spot, I freeze up. I'm one of those people. I know I've been cool as a cucumber for the last straight hour. And I've been able to just say and go with anything you throw at me. The second you want me to do something I like, I'm like, no. Ah! And they'll just slip out. I'm sure they'll just naturally slip out from now on. My whole Twitch channel's fucked because it's just going to be me doing accents. Because I do a lot of good impersonations, dude. Like, I don't even do it on purpose, but I love that I can do very, like, on point impersonations, like, especially people I know. It's so funny to me. Because I guess it's sort of common for people with ADHD to do that to people, and I'm not diagnosed with it. And also the channeling and shit, but it's a goofy thing that I do actually so much, and I can't stop talking about it because I'm like, you guys, I can't, like, I act like a fucking middle schooler right now, like, ah. And also, thank you. You can have some. That's kind of what this is about, isn't it? I'm sharing my energy with you. We're talking it out. I feel like sometimes these cards put a lot of weight in my hand. Sometimes it's like holding mercury or whatever that silver liquid is. Colloidal silver, I guess. But we also, let's just get these out of the way and then we can do something else if you want. But we have 23, integrity, okay? This bitch is just naked and chilling in the forest with animals. And it's like, dude, you have to stick to who you are. Even if you choose to go the route of the divine, even if you choose to go with your connection, your intentions, or more so your higher selves, right? You still have to have integrity and do what you're meant to be doing or supposed to be doing, or however you would say that. Because 21, perception. It's all about perception. It's still you. It's still all your own movements. It's still all your own decisions. It's still all your own plan. It's just divinely orchestrated, and you would just be acting divinely with it. And so some things are meant to be forgiven. Some things are meant to be walked away from. Some things are meant to be taken, and some things are meant to be let go of, right? So it's your perception is based on your integrity, and your integrity is based on your perception. But god dang, laptop's dying. It's not that big of a deal. It's just annoying that I do this to myself. And then we have this reverse first position water, which is another dragon. And so water, and then 8th position fire. I'm gone, like, whoo, damn. To the masculine. That's funny because we were talking about the whole feminine, masculine, water, fire being the opposites and whatnot, but I don't know, it kind of seems like there's something that does not get worked out or worked through, or the absence of one creates the movement of the other. That's very interesting, though. They're almost at that at ends. It's almost like looking at it as if they're going in two different directions, right? Like one's going up and the other one's going down, right? So, I don't know. Very interesting stuff. So, God, you know who I fucking love? Matt Berry. Why am I even thinking about that right now? The best. Yeah, so anyways. Oh, because we were talking about what we do in the shadows. That's probably why I'm thinking about that. Same cards, pretty much. This dude's fucking gay. He told me that before. This dude probably also gay. Could be some kind of weird affair. This one, duality, kind of unstable. If you got a lot of options or something, this would be for you. Yeah, I gotta make a choice. I would go with the water sign. If you're choosing between men or women or people or anybody, anything, go with the water sign. I'm not trying to say anything about the chat necessarily. And if that means choose you, like you have options and you're choosing you, do that. Like you said, it could be a job. So this one's like a little too soft, a little too delicate. Okay. Could be people or jobs or whatever. So like apply it to your situation. Don't care. Don't tell me. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to know because then it's like, it's not a surprise to me. Get the best readings when it is. This one's a little too delicate, a little too soft, a little too not really for you. This one requires probably the most work, and we can say fire, earth, and air if you're dealing with people kind of thing. But also like one requires way too much work, way too much time, way too much energy. It's just going to fucking be so much to do, right? Probably extremely rewarding, but you have to really think about if that's the route you want to go of like so much. Could even, if it's a person, be like they want kids or some shit like that, planting seeds and stuff. And then we have second position air. This air, definitely air signs notoriously two-sided because yes, the Gemini is the twin, but the Libra is the scales. And there's two sides of that too, isn't there? So duality, but I'm getting a sense of unstable because he looks emo as fuck, dude. You know those emo dudes. Like he looks more like a Cancer than an air sign. Wah, wah. So angel and devil inside, the devil inside. I told you I was thinking about Matt Berry. Yeah. Oh, I don't even like that song that much, but convenient, don't you think? So it's like you have all these options, and like they're all okay for their own reason. There's nothing inherently wrong with this job, person, or situation being a little too soft for you. It's like walking on eggshells, then you get really tired of having to be all the time. Sure. And this one, again, a lot of work where it's like if you have a side project or a side hustle or a side piece or something and you just like don't want to put so much time into something, then that's not the one. But again, it's rewarding. So it's like not worth it. It's like definitely worth it. It's just how much do you want to dispense into whatever you're choosing? And then again, the third option where it's like, I know what you see. I see what you see. I know what you see. But you refuse to see the other side of things where it's like, yeah, no, there's a dark side. There's a big dark secret. There's a poosh. What they come hit you with a something, right? You get hired onto a job and they're like, by the way, we can't pay you till next Friday, or we may have lied about what you are doing here, or something like weird, like, what in the fuck? Or if it's like a new person, they're like, by the way, like I have a whole ass kid, and you're like, you didn't tell me that sooner than 3 months in, or something like that. You know what I mean? So when it comes to making a choice, it's almost like choosing none of them. We have all four of the elements on this table. Fire, the one that is not enough. Earth, the one that is too much. Air, the one that is both. And then water, the one who is calm. No ripples. Just you, just us, just here, just this. Like, I choose me over everything. Especially because this full moon is in Cancer, I believe. Everybody keeps saying Cancer, and then I saw something that said Leo, and I was like, is that really like a trusted source? Everybody else is saying Cancer. It feels like Cancer moon. So this is interesting too, because my deck, I do not recall there just being like face up cards. I don't, I, I might rewatch this video just to see how the hell did these get here? David Burns a Taurus. I really love that for us. Letting the days go by at the wonderful once in a blue day. Oh, this was the beginning. That's how we know it's the end. Once in a lifetime. So you choose you. You choose what's best for you. If it's like a job, maybe you stay at the one you already have. If it's like, oh my God, hey. Of course. It's like I knew you were coming. Oh, thank you for being here. I'm so over Instagram. I fucking love you. And I'm going to message you. I took the last couple of days off this stuff. So I was serious about the contest. You won the contest. You won a free reading. Thank you for being here. That is so weird. These cards were just sitting there waiting until you got here. I was about to be done with this deck, and then I looked down, and they're like face up, and then you walked in. Amazing. So here we go. Look at you. We got 4th position, Earth, carrying the weight, holding it up. It's Earth, so it's like always stable, always grounded, but really bringing in that security, really bringing in that stability and structure is that word I'm looking for. Structure, bring in structure. It's about to be 1 and holding things up. It's like lifting people up even when you've got so much to carry, where you're like, shit's heavy, but yeah, I got you. You know, let me get you up there. Let me get you up there. And I love a person who will just do that, right? There's this wall. And there's always that guy, you know, it's happened a few times when I've done like a stage dive or something at somebody else's show, right? And there's always a dude who's right there to be like, give me your fucking shoe. I'm gonna fucking get you up there, bro. Such a cool energy. What a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? To be in that position and do that. I've personally had, I can think of like the Misfits and Gogo Bordello are 2 examples I can think of. But, you know, at some point, you got to let somebody either take over or say, hey, it's your turn, let's go. Got to come over that wall. 13, Union. This is a fucking crazy card. Like, that is not human. That's not human, I don't think. But Union, so it's about kind of like going back to the whole divine metaphor. I love that her pussy is a butterfly. That's kind of cool. Very Celtic, witchy, lots of animals, but also like the dragon folk and the elements, especially looking like fire and water. Super interesting card. I'm not sure I've really seen this in this way. So union may be coming, but it's like, again, you have to meet someone there or stop putting other people first, letting them go first. I did that for a long time. I thought, I can be patient. I can wait. I can let everybody else get theirs, and mine will still be there. Like, I'll still get a plate. Who cares if it's cold? I don't even care if my food's cold. I let my food sit forever before I eat it, you know. My lifestyle. Everyone else can eat first. It's fine. And so you're in this position where you're like, no, everybody's got to get over this wall. You're the guy with the so cool. But also, time to come in union with the fact that you can be that person. But you could be on the other side of that wall reaching down and pulling them up instead. No more boosting, because that sounds so much like enabling in a way, right? It's going to be all about, hey, I got you right here, but you're going to have to climb because I can't lift you. Okay? Coming into that this new year. Coming into your 2 selves, and also probably a new relationship going to be forming. But you know what we said? We said not till after February 1st. I found out Mercury in retrograde started on the 14th and ends the 3rd. So February 5th is pushing it. February 1st is when Venus is out of retrograde. So matters of love still okay, but the communication is going to be skewed until about the 5th. Okay, so gotta keep that in mind as you move forward, but know that the more you come together with yourself, the better decisions that you're going to make for yourself too. 13th position, fire, queen of fire. Holy shit. And then we got 14th position, Air, king of air. Yeah, definitely like this union, I think, is going to be a physical, two people, maybe like getting together, getting engaged, or getting married this year, something like that. Any of the viewers, congratulations if it's you, you know what I mean? But yeah, Queen of Fire and King of Air paired right there, looking serious. They both have their little, like, she's got her little cat, he's got an eagle. So fucking cute to me. But yeah, just like a total divine pair. The minute you realize that the world will hold itself up, and if it doesn't, it was never your fault or your problem in the first place, is when you can really see what you have in front of you here, even on the other side of the wall, right? And then we've got fifth position water, so it's a lot of contemplation, right? So this seventh position water, this is how we started this reading, and it's how I say we end it. Contemplation, the water energy. It's like all of these things were moving through this full moon. Of course, this will be posted. You can always go back and like watch it. It probably doesn't start till like 30 minutes in. I shouldn't be dicking around the whole time. Lots of contemplation though. Lots to reflect on. Lots of like things going on and things to move through. Got to figure out your own solid perspective. And that's also why we're saying, advising, telling people, y'all, whoever, and even myself, to just chill until February. It is going to be chill till February. It's fucking January. It's cold. Of course it's chill. Like, so, yep. And it's about to be Aquarius season. Can't remember when that starts, like tomorrow or the next day or the day after. Debate. Everybody says that Dolly's a Capricorn on January 19th, but some people say that's when Aquarius season starts, and that's like a true cusp to me where it's up for debate. I pulled a few more, but it looks like, yeah, so water. Second position water, very much that love card and that embrace. You're going to choose this person probably. I don't think you have any, it's like all calculated, it's all planned. That's what this was about before I drew these. It's all part of this like whole divine plan coming through. It's almost like you can think of it as in terms of a matrix and everything's already coded, so you're fucking up the coding. But in a way, it's like we all went in and designed it together. Okay, and that's how we came out and in this world, is because we were like, you know, we are the controls, we are the masters. Or, no gods, no masters, no dogs, no children. You know, so whatever, either way, it's like, it's your own shit, but fourth position air. It's all worked out already. It's all handled, calculated. You can see it for what it is. It's all out in the open, but it's very much aligned. It's like alignment. And look we got third position fire. He's on a journey. This dude's on a journey. This dude's happy to be on a journey. He didn't get kicked out. He's going somewhere, like going places, okay? And then we have 22, intuition, okay? Another spider. That's spider number 2 in this deck. So random because it's like aliens and dragons and then spiders randomly. I guess there's like other animals. It's not that random. I just get excited to see spiders, okay? Intuition. Trust your intuition. Know when something's for you. Know when something's about you. Know when someone is good to you and know when someone's bad to you. We got to use our judgment to create boundaries so that we don't get taken advantage of, feel depleted, or think that we are worth more than we're getting. Period. All right, so we have 19 emotions. Kind of an interesting depiction of emotions. That's something very unlike any image that I would ever associate with emotions. I don't know how else to explain it. It does give me Libra vibes. But she's got the sword and it's balanced, and the person in front is obviously grieving. So I guess it's supposed to be sort of a full spectrum, but it just gives me this weird energy. I don't know what that is, where it's almost like shadow casting comes to mind. I don't know if that would be like the cave analogy, where some people watch the shadows, but then other people are the puppeteers, or, you know, the cave. Schrodinger's cave. I don't know. So emotions. Ooh. Ooh. I feel like Maury right now, and Maury is also a Pisces, so this is just too fucking funny. But bitch, you are the father. Oh, sorry. I don't know if that's like something real, but it's just funny that a range of emotions, and then I'm just like the father. Oh, my Maury Povich, Lolly Povich. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, well, congratulations, blessings. You know, if there's any, should there be a shred of doubt, just know that it's not. You are the father. So, yeah, mystery deck. It's different. I don't know if anybody wanted anything else. Look, we got the same card again, and what's this one? Ooh. 10th position Earth. Take that mask off. I literally just saw something in one of these cute little groups I'm in with all the astrology and stoner shit. But fucking I saw a post that was like Mercury in retrograde is a mask slipping season. Slipping on. And it's like you might as well take it off so that it doesn't fall off unexpectedly. Be you, be who you are. Show you real skin, real truth, real person, real fashion, real taste, realness. Okay, just like be the unadulterated version of your damn self. You know what I mean? So, woohoo! Queen of Water again. So 13th position, water, Queen of Water. Queen shit. And that Cancer got the crab. That's real cute for this full moon. Happy full moon. I hope everybody's doing okay. You know. Cool. I feel like that's good. I don't know. I have other decks. As you know, I was called to do this all week this week. And just decided tonight was the night. Something came up and it just felt right. I don't know. Emotions again. Yeah, we're starting to just see the same cards. And this is one of my biggest decks. This actually has 80 cards in it, which is kind of cool. Yeah, we're seeing like a lot of the same thing. But yeah, I've got this face-up card. What's this one? The Sage. That's cool. That's cool. So, yeah, hair coming out of nowhere. I'm sure it was mine, but it's still interesting that it gets caught up in the deck like that. How did it just fall out of my head and into my lap? How's it going? It was just How's it going? How's everybody doing? This is kind of fun, but also... Whoo! You know how this deck is. Remember that twin flame thing? I should put it away, because if I keep going, I am going to be so drained. I'm going to just take a second to breathe. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? What you need to know? What you want me to do? What's so good? Let's see what incense we're gonna burn. Yeah, I've been loving it. Honestly, it's really fun. I appreciate that you and the crew are interactive on Instagram, but this is like interacting with new people every day almost. It's really cool. Really fun. Really seems community oriented. Of course, everything that is too good to be true probably is. And that's okay with me, because it's still better than a lot of things. So, just... What's your mood today? Yeah, you guys should check out some of the Instagram videos. We have fun over there. I'm not even going to lie. See, and I'll probably still do it, but like I said, I'm just really hooked on Twitch right now. The fact that I can just, like, make my own fucking rainbow is so cute, and I can, like, ask a question, and someone's always there to fucking answer it. Like, it's so nice. Like, I love Twitch. They sold me with the rainbow, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm in. I'm about it. And I just feel like it's extremely creator-friendly, also. So, my mood today is pretty damn good, not even gonna lie. My mood is also very 90s lately, just in general. I feel like this is so 90s right now. Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying. Like, right. I probably will be back on Instagram. I'm just into the newness of this and need a break from the fucking Cuckerberg, dude. I can't stand it sometimes. I got a fucking message in my I got a flag in my DMs for no reason being like, you're remembering to talk nice to people, aren't you? Community guidelines. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I don't want to do this anymore, Mark. I don't. My arguments for the Reptilian King are out. I'm not defending you anymore. I tried, okay? I tried. Fuck. Shit pisses me off, man. Who is this metaverse guy? I don't even care. Ugh. But yeah, we gotta click. So, I'ma still do it. Just probably not as frequent as I've been on Twitch since starting Twitch. So. It's also fun. I think a lot of people on my Instagram maybe are more used to it. It's more exciting in the beginning, perhaps. Or people over on Instagram have more biases. I just find that people come on here very encouraging and ask a lot of questions and are friendly and chatty, and it's very much kind of the vibe. I love it. I love it. Whereas it's just us that make the lives so good. This is so cool. I'm taking a second, by the way. I will pull more cards out. I'm taking a request on decks, but not for personal readings necessarily. Again, if you want to know something, just think about it. I never like to know about a situation I'm reading for. I don't like to be told because I feel like it makes me fumble the message by trying to put my own spin on it, by trying to fit it to a narrative. Okay, so, yeah, exactly. So if there's a request for a type of reading or a certain deck, if you know about them, the only one I never brought out is the Daemon cards, but that's like specifically financial and job related, career related, so it's not the most exciting readings, and you can apply it to anything, but I think you know what? Were you here for the role conversation? I feel like I do know my damn role, thank you very much. But I just said everybody's got a role to play. That's what the whole reading was about. I'm not even trying to say shit, but you should watch it after it ends later, because you're going to be like, whoa, that's so cool. Something in there was for you, obviously. Because when you don't perform your role, you put kinks in the road and then got to smooth it out. It's like it was a whole thing. You of all people gotta check it out. Oh, it's fine. It's funny. I did maybe take offense. I don't. The Rock is a Taurus, so I love him too. Gotta admit. My people, you know what I mean? Gotta love them all. So, oh my god, why does the smiley face look so much like a vampire? Am I the only one who sees that? Like, is it my glasses? Is this vampire vision? Because it just looks like these little white faces with a weird Dracula hairline and these little ears and like red eyes. And it's like pale with a pointed chin. Like, is it just like love reading it is? Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I was saying. Just pick a deck. And again, don't tell me anything. Just know that there will be messages, and when I do a collective reading like this, it's convenient when there's not so many people. That's what everybody else keeps saying, but it looks like a vampire smiley face to me. It's so weird. I don't know what that's about. That's why I'm like, am I seeing this wrong in this weird ass lighting I have going on? I don't know. But I love it because I love vampires. I'm in love with Matt Berry. Like, of course I like vampires. Have you seen that? Come on. Okay, so, FYI, if you didn't... Yeah, I could see Robot, too. If you didn't already know, Venus is in retrograde right now. So Venus is the planet that sort of rules over love, romance, relationship, connections, everything like that. And it's also in retrograde, which means it's kind of like moving backwards. It is also Mercury. So Venus went into retrograde, aka started to rotate backwards in December on the 19th. And then it's going to go back into its forward position come January 29th. And then Mercury went into retrograde on January 14th and will go out of retrograde on February 3rd. So there's like a 2-week crossover, but Venus been in retrograde for longer. It's been testing relationships. Like Lisa Bonet and Jason Momoa, they were like one of my favorite couples. Oh my god, what? I'm like, maybe they'll get back together for Valentine's Day. That'd be so cute. Like, not everybody can stand the test of retrograde, right? It's tough. It's tough. So, and then Mercury kind of messes with communication. Mercury's all about talking and communication. And so to have both relationships and communication be affected or effectively move in the wrong direction, move towards the past, looking back and things like that. Hello, Siggy Wiggies. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's like your screen name is giving me flashbacks to something that never existed. Holy fuck. And it's purple. Do y'all choose what color your name shows up as, or is that my chat? Just curious. I'm new on Twitch. How do I know? That is so good. So good. What the fuck? I don't know why I'm obsessed with that. That's like my aesthetic right now is the word Siggy Wiggies in purple in a chat. Okay, wow, crazy. That's so cool. So it's just randomized colors. That's even better, dude, because it's like sandwiched with the green, and I'm like, yeah, this is Zenga right now. That just, am I like old or young on this with hair twitch? You know? So yeah, relationships are definitely being tested. People are definitely kind of turning to old ways, bad habits, looking at past options, having confusing feelings, changing their minds about certain relationships, whether it's, oh, pink would be great too. Pink is like my favorite color. Obviously, I have the pink deck for a reason. So things are just not great in the love department. And then it's going to become more complicated when Mercury being in retrograde will affect communication to even go as far as to make phones less available and internet more unreliable. And it kind of messes with technology that we use for communication just as much as it affects the way that people say or understand things, so to speak. If that makes sense, I guess. I think that's what I would say about it. So sometimes, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Cuckerberg can't handle the heat. And he's still in the fucking kitchen trying to cook up some fucking, almost made a really bad joke that Twitch would be like, come on, you just got here, dude. No wonder he hates you. And I'm like, I know. So I bit my tongue. I'm a good soul. Sometimes I do energy readings also, and sometimes when I kind of go in and out of channeling like this, I will shuffle the cards a bunch. We'll see if I read them. There's not too many on the table, but it's a lot of face down stuff. So a lot of things that are not yet at the surface are kind of coming to the surface. But it's a weird kind of almost like it's been welcomed to come to the surface, but hasn't yet. And so it's like, what is it? Ooh, could be somebody dealing with an addiction, possessiveness, just a general lack of self-control with the devil here, but also Capricorn energy, and we are at the bitter end of Cap season. So it could be anything, but we are seeing the devil. I'm going to land on that. Okay, let's do this reading. What about the devil? Someone please tell me what's up with this devil that just keeps stalking me, bro. I shouldn't use the word stalk because I don't know who it is, but I don't know why I just said that. That was very liquid. I don't know why I would say that out loud because it's something that legitimately bothers me. This little devil energy comes up in all my readings and has for like years. Anytime I like watch one, that would be it. Yes. So especially because we're talking about Venus being in retrograde, being challenged, communication fumbling. So it could be that this is about her from her perspective for you, but for someone else, it would play the role of like the person who is possessive, whether it's you or them, the person who might be an addict, right? Or someone who is struggling to have control over their vices, shit like that. So, like, yes, it'd be your Capricorn, but that's why I'm saying, like, this energy can be very attaching. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Capricorn or a person in the relationship to be someone who's affecting it. Ugh. Ugh. It makes me so mad to even have to say that to anyone because it's like it hits. That is so irritating. So it's perception. It's perception. I'm not putting all that energy on your girlfriend. I'm saying it's to thank you. You're like the second person to say that. Are you guys bots? Or is it okay I can take compliments? Yeah. See, and I'm the opposite of that. And I understand that everybody's relationship is different for sure. And right now, again, things are being tested, and it's kind of supposed to be at your wit's end and at your absolute fucking limits just to see what those limits are, which sounds really petty, but it's just part of the lesson. It's part of how we move forward. So here we are just kind of like dealing with it, but also like, I don't know, women make amazing friends. Are you a Pisces by chance? Oh, hey Kyle, that sounds fake as fuck when you think about it, but like, who doesn't need a Kyle in the chat? Totally Kyle. Totally Kyle. Siggy Wiggy. Siggy Wiggy. Oh my god, stop. You, bro, I swear every night there's like some Pisces talking to me, and it's so funny because they say Taurus and Pisces is one of the best combos in the zodiac, and I have literally zero romantic experience with any Pisces ever. It's the only sign. So that's so funny to me because like on Twitch, I am the manic Pisces dream girl or whatever. Kidding. Kidding. Why did I say that? We're talking about I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That took a joke too out of context. My bad. It was really funny in my head, but it was poorly timed. So Pisces. I was talking to Kurt Cobain last night. Like Pisces vibes lately. And it's probably because we're approaching Pisces season quite quickly, and I feel like your energy is strong and it leaks. And Aquarius is air, and it's almost like cap season. You can kind of think of all of the earth transitions as very like, I would even say binary, like boom, it's fucking done. Like a start, finish in the earth seasons. So Capricorn energy is like this, where it's like, this is cap season. But it's almost as though there's a hole in the rock and the air comes through and it streams Aquarius season in front of you. But then the water from Pisces is like already kind of down here and moving this way. And it's almost like it creates a time warp. That'd be interesting. 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 Yeah, I didn't know he was a Pisces either until somebody told me while I was streaming because they were a Pisces and they just knew that Kurt Cobain was a Pisces. It's very weird. That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. So, yeah, it's that kind of energy where you're starting to get in your feels. You're like, oh my God, my birthday's coming up. What have I done this year? What have I done this past year? And what am I doing for my birthday? And how am I going to make everything all about me? And, you know, is everything all about me? It kind of is, but also it's my birthday. So I want it to be like really about me, even though it's just like casually about me. Is that a thing? Kidding. Kidding. But isn't it weird that I asked you if you were a Pisces because we were talking about being able to have friends that are women? And I feel like being a water sign is like the feminine energy. That's what we were talking about earlier, where it's not really about sex and gender as much as it's about the elements. And the elements are only given those titles just because there is already a binary. And so you understand the role that the feminine and masculine traditionally play, regardless of how they play out. It's just too co-operating. It's not even coexisting, it's co-operating. That's the whole point of the connection of the two, right? That's so cute. Yeah, I do. This is kind of the love reading. I do like tarot. This is the love deck. That's what we're doing. And so it's kind of like these messages are coming through where it's like you should be able to have these friends. You should be able to have conversations with people. You should never be restricted in who you talk to. As long as you are respecting the bounds of your own relationship, there's no reason to starve a friendship or, and it's something that the other person will just have to work through, and it's however much you want to put up with. And that's sort of the position that we are in right now. That's the murkiness. That's the situation part of the ship. Oy vey and Einstein. Where did y'all come from? Hi. Oh, Epstein. What? Okay, that's weird. Why are you following me? Okay. Is this like... I feel like it's so funny being on Twitch. Hello. So we're in the midst of a love reading. Queen of Cups energy is the Pisces energy, the feminine energy. Either way, no matter what side you are, it's almost as if that whoever the feminine is, ew, what the fuck? It's like, this ain't the place. I'm sorry. Who the fuck are you? Please don't tell me. Bye. Anyways, Queen of Cups. Sitting at home, reflecting on shit, kind of like not really sure. Oh my god, who is this? That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you kick someone out? I don't want you here making Epstein jokes. Like, it's literally fucking weird. How do you, anybody know how to just like just do something about that? I'm new at Twitch. It's gross and not funny, so out of touch. And like the one thing that I'm just like, no. Cool. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Let's hope I can spell. Yeah, I know it's right there. Okay, cool. Gross. Do I just hit enter with their name? Or do I have to do like this? What in the fuck? Why am I being harassed, honestly? I don't know how to do this ban shit. This is pissing me off. This has happened a lot. Okay, so I have to use spaces. Is that the problem? Ban? God damn, this is annoying. So much for a love reading. And it's especially funny when it is... Okay, did I do this right? Oh my god, they're changing their names and shit. What the fuck? Is this personal? Because honestly, it's funny that anybody would just be obsessed with me like that. But no, it's probably spam, right? This happens a lot on Twitch, I take it. Open rooms, open channels. The fact that they showed up at the same time. Oh my god, they both don't exist. What? That's like so creepy to me, right? What do you mean don't put the... What did I put? Oh, it's so creepy. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. It's like, why follow me, weirdo? Oh, I can just report him right here. Okay. This is this is way easier. Goddamn. Cool. Just like weird. What do you even call this? Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm not... Really? This is so weird. I'm new at Twitch, and there are weird people saying weird things in the chat. Submit report. Yes, block. Thank you so much. All right, you little bastard. Also, oh, in a chat message. Whoops, I did put the wrong thing for the last one. Username is inappropriate, but also, yeah, endangerment of children. Which one sounds the best, y'all? You think hate speech and abuse or bot account? I feel like inappropriate or threats. I'm going to go threats. I think I am going to go threats because what the fuck? Impersonating Epstein in the chat? Question mark. I mean, I'm new at Twitch, man. Should I add that note? Really obnoxious. This is exactly like the whole cool. Blocked him. Yeah, I did threats. Exactly. I was like, yeah, no, that's like too much. It's not just the username, it's the fact that they're like sitting here talking about kids and shit. Like, nah, you're getting out of here now. Like, it's not funny, even if you are specifically trying to harass me or a robot. It's just like, no, this is not. No. No. I feel better. Thanks, tech support. I'm a hack and just like figured out a different way to do it. Probably not going to bother banning people from the chat. Just going to go straight for the jugular. That's nice. So, anyway, that's the kind of fuckery going on, though. It is a full moon, and it's also this 2 planets in retrograde, 2 of the more important planets to be twice. And it's tough. People are having a hard time getting a grip, especially in matters of love. Like, I could guess who the fuck could do that, is what I guess is what's so creepy. And that's not even what I was thinking with this when I said it earlier. So it's like really weird that something like that happened when it did. But the Queen of Cups is just deep in reflection. You're really sweet. It's somewhere on my shit, but it's just at Lolly Page. I should probably change it to Illy Millie so it's like way less confusing, but you know, it's who I am as a person, woman of many hats. Hello, yes. Lolly Page. But when I'm doing this, it's just Illuminati mistakes. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. Queen of Cups, goddamn. Reflective. So a lot of water signs lately. Especially, you know, seeing like, look, it's almost like the chat got attacked with fire, so to speak. It's almost what was mirroring in that earlier reading with the masculine and the feminine kind of being read wrong, where the feminine puts forward a caring, concerned energy and the masculine gives back a why would you question me energy. And that's not always gonna get anywhere. And the whole point is to make the whole picture move. I don't want to say faster, but it's also like how much time we got on the planet that they're saying is just a ticking time bomb anyway. I probably shouldn't have said that word. I get it, Twitch. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm new here, but you get what I'm saying. So it's like we have to hurry these things along. We have to make these decisions now. And again, it's almost like everybody's kind of built up, pensive, you know, waiting for the shoe to drop. But somebody's got to make the move because this is all still stuff that's not on the surface yet. And it's just kind of sitting there, especially for the feminine, the water sign, whoever it is in your life, right? Lots on the mind. You can't see that. Lots on the mind, all face down. We don't even know what she's thinking about. So anything you think it's about, it's not even about that. And it's like, oh boy, you know what that means. This is about a whole lot of things, really. So, and that's where people are at, deep in contemplation, especially if there's a Cancer, the full moon in Cancer, and just like, again, winter. It kind of makes everyone feel lonely no matter who they're with. And even when there's nothing wrong in a relationship, you add a time, like a retrograde in the planet of love. Bro, see, this is that kind of behavior happening because of the retrograde. You have to just be with someone who's willing to have that type of thing and not force someone to do it just because you want to do whatever you want. I thought you meant talking as in, like, being friendly. Fucking being a slut. Is that the case? Is that what you're telling me? Fucking, yeah, I hear ya. It's fucking annoying. So there's a lot on the mind of the feminine, and, like, you don't even have options, bro. You're kidding yourself. This King of Pentacles is in reverse. I mean, not even worth the risk. So I don't even know what you're contemplating, except for the two things I'm guessing, like pussy and or some dick. Maybe it's both. What is this? King of Swords. Yeah, there's some dude. This is funny to you. This is funny. Oh, I'm not going into what that is. Not what you think it is. Okay. Whatever you think you're doing. What if she's catfishing you, bro? I can't. You better drop that shit like a hot potato in a bologna sandwich, okay? Like, oh no. Oh no. That's gonna not end well for you. Okay, so what's on her mind, though? Let's see, like, what's going on. King of Wands. Someone else. Haha. Oh, how the roles are reversed. You're not even... Yeah, this would be you also. Thinking about a dude. Thinking about a dude. I also had familiar or relatable experience recently during this retrograde where it's like, I'm confused about my feelings for someone who I thought I didn't have feelings for. That's weird. And it's just the past reminding you of, like, what if once did, however it goes, and whatever it is. It's like, okay, chill out. Do I really like this person? You really won't know till February 1st, so honestly, do not agree to any Valentine's plans until then. And I know, hey, short notice, but ain't none of these fucking dudes out here playing shit, honestly, unless they're in trouble. This dude's gonna be like, damn, I'm getting catfished. I better go all out on fucking Valentine's Day, huh? Almost fell for a fucking catfish. You almost fell for a catfish. I'm kidding. I don't know that. Maybe you met her. Really? Yeah, she doesn't even feel bad. There's, like, someone on the mind of the woman. Nobody feels guilty about this. So maybe the thing is, you are preventing her from having what she wants in reality. And it's not really about what you want. This is not a good love reading. There's another one, but I feel like if you're here, we're in it now. This is what you're supposed to be hearing. Bummer. Oof. The world in reverse does not look good for anybody. But there will be a union. Said that at the beginning. Said that from the last deck. It just might not be yours, man. I don't know. Yeah, you don't want to walk away from this for sure. You, like, don't want this to happen at all. I am so sorry to your friend. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's kind of fucking... I am so sorry, but that is so funny. But it's not funny because, like, sigh. Not a Gemini, is he? Okay. Yeah, I'm like, that's hilarious. They don't want to walk away. You don't want to walk away. The fire energy. Nobody wants to walk away from this. But it's not going anywhere. The Fool in reverse. The Fool is a journey in its upright position. And technically the Rider-Waite is not up and down. But I don't read any of my decks by the book because half of them didn't come with one. And then the demons I still read out of the book. I'm backwards, whatever. I don't really follow their rules. I follow my rules. It's kind of funny, right? So this ain't going anywhere if the Fool's in reverse, right? And then, yeah, I mean, it's just not feeling guilty, not getting caught up, not really caring. And yeah, no, you have no options. I don't know. It's kind of like you think you have options when really she's the one with options. So, I mean, take your pick because honestly, hightailing it out of there, basically, is the feminine's mind. It's watching you do what you do and being like, yeah, it's time probably to just call it. Especially if someone else is looking more appealing. It's probably just time to call it. What are these? Let's see for sure. Okay, let's see this one. Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, I admit that this deck does get very mixed up just because of the way the cards are. But last night, or, okay, I say last night, last reading I did with these were not, like, all upside down. So it is likely for these things to happen with this deck, but it is very particular to this reading. As of, I did like 6 love readings this week on the internet alone, let alone personal stuff. You know, it's been a time. People want the love readings right now. So, Knight of Cups, man, but in reverse. There's no offer. Like, you're not even making a counter offer. You're just trying to haggle for everything you want. 10 of discs. You're like, I don't really care to emotionally fulfill you or to be the stand-up person I need to be to have a woman like you in my life. But can I have you anyways? But it was the best friend trying to do a fucking late 90s, early 2000s rom-com ploy where he made her fall in love with him? Because that's so cute. Best friends getting together is the vibe right now, but it's probably the Venus in retrograde and everybody getting confused about the way they feel because you love someone and it's like, how much? And it's like, probably not that much. You're just confused because Venus is in retrograde and moving backwards and all over the place. Like, that is such a vibe right now. That's crazy. That's kind of different. That's like, oh my God. Oh my God. Maybe the best friend turned out to be a catch. That's crazy. That's kind of cute. Oh my God, 3 of Cups, dude. Maybe a little menage a trois action. Oh my God. Best friends, baby, best friends. That's so wild. I think that's kind of a cute story. Or is that crazy? Am I like too much of a romantic where it's like you really want to just be a living rom-com? I'm like every day of my life. Sometimes a romantic tragedy even. Who knows? If the time is right. Is it the Hierophant or something? Justice maybe? The Emperor on its side. Not knowing how to feel, not knowing if that's your guy, not knowing if you want to step up to the plate, not knowing if you want to hold on or if you're trying to create a whole empire or if you're just trying to chill, have a things to do, and it's like a lot of pressure. You're like, I don't know. Like, ask yourself, but don't make any major decisions until this. Oh, I feel like that is my favorite Adam Sandler movie. I'm not going to lie. I loved to see him a bit more serious and not so slapstick, even though it was funny. Very cute. Holy shit. Maybe it's not such a bad thing to have been catfished, to make someone realize. But again, someone being in their feelings, like, I have feelings for my best friends. Find out if you fall in love when I am another person. Like, I'd write a movie about that. I'm, like, really bad at finishing screenplays, but, oh my God, I'd watch that. You know what I'm saying? But, like you said, it's a bit punch-drunk lovey anyways. So, the Tower, the Knight of Pentacles, and the fucking... You better fucking move towards this offer before it moves away from you, honestly. The Tower moment in reverse is like, okay, say you stay together, you better start chasing that money or this person, or I don't know, maybe the decision's already made. There is no fallout. There is no opportunity for reckoning. It's just is what it is. You about to be chasing it, though. Chasing it right as it goes out the door because you didn't make a move fast enough for anybody. Strength, Leo. Try to buck up. Be strong. Again, the chase is tough. 2 discs changed. Nobody's changing their mind. That's it. I mean, yeah. And then 5 of Cups. Yeah, and then you're empty inside. It's shocking that you would do all of this crazy shit and be left feeling like garbage, huh? Disrespecting the connections, the relationships, sneaking and maybe lying or doing whatever. And think you can just win them back every time this happens when it's like keeps happening. It's like obviously pattern repeating. Empty. Left feeling empty. Left feeling alone. Maybe destitute, if you will. I don't know why that word came to mind. But Page of Pentacles. Starting over. New offer. Reintroducing yourself. Fucking disappearing for a while. Or coming back with a proper offer. Coming back like, hey, I was doing a little too much, but now I'm doing just what I need to do. And maybe consider. Maybe, yes, okay, maybe I will take this one. Because we have the Two of Wands, but he's holding, look, it's like when they go in a certain order, it's a handoff where it's like, okay, that could get accepted. That might be accepted in time, but not the way you think you're about to do it. So, it's fun. It doesn't sound fun. I'm so sorry to anybody who's going through this, but it sounds like everybody's going through it. And I just really hope that Lisa Bonet and Jason Momoa get back together. So what's up, y'all? How we feeling? I've been going for 2 hours straight. Granted, the whole 2 hours wasn't all tarot, but it's a lot. This stuff does take my energy. Got the Fool in reverse again. Queen of Pentacles in reverse and Ten of Cups. You're going to ruin your own happiness by not realizing the worth of the person in front of you or the girl in the picture, so to speak. The woman in charge who leaves you behind is going to try. It's not that she's going to try. It's going to ruin you in ways that you never thought possible because you realize, wow, it was not even for anything. You know, it was catfish. Oh, which reminds me of American Horror Story. If you know, you know. Big Fish. Oof. Those are my catfish references. And maybe Reservation Dogs. We can throw in there. So anyway, I think I'm done with the love deck. Oh yeah, look. Top of the deck and bottom of the deck are just the, yeah. We're done. There is another love reading. That's what I'm saying. I also like Twitch. It's cool, especially it's like more vibey, and I feel like it's almost more interactive, and I don't feel as censored with Mark Zuckerberg being in my fucking DMs, bro. You're telling me about the community guidelines within a conversation with my friend who we are being nice to. Like, what is that about? The fuck? Y'all just like peeping in. Okay. What? Like, so weird. So, what's good, y'all? Manic Pixie Home Star. Who? No. It's like a fucking no. God, I wish he would. I wish his bull fucking headed ass would. I would meta fucking have words with Mark Zuckerberg if given the opportunity. Sorry, yeah. It's like somebody maybe reported me or something. I don't know what the fuck. What's up? I'm taking a minuscule break at least. I might take a more extended break because I drank all of my water and all of my tea. Whether or not it's a break or the end is sort of up to the room at this point. I can keep going. It doesn't, I mean, it's like draining and exhausting, but sometimes it's better for me to get things out of my head. I also have no real idea what time it is, but I feel like it's way earlier right now than it normally is when I'm doing this. If that makes sense. So, yeah, right. I just like needed a sec. It was like a lot to the face, especially with the other love reading I did the other night was probably more informative Yeah, of course. Sorry, it was intense, and I really wish you luck. And again, don't make any major decisions until February 1st at the fucking earliest. But don't commit to any Valentine's Day plans until then either. And be careful what you say. Yes, but I gotta tell you, I feel more inclined to pull a sexual magic tarot, which I don't do that because I don't think you can, like, I don't know. I don't need to get fucking reported for those cards. And that's not a good sign. If you didn't resonate with what I was saying, I feel like that's the whole thing is he's on you perhaps, I don't know your signs, right? And so it's male and male, you decide the masculine and the feminine in your own situation. So like water and earth, feminine, fire and air, masculine, where the one energy, oh my God, both Libras. Why do you even like him? That's the problem. You like each other so much because you're probably the same, but then you're like, oh, I actually need somebody who's like not as smart and pretty and charming as me. That's not gonna work, actually. I feel like the Libra. Can you imagine Mulder and Mulder? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I could imagine that maybe. That's the trouble. Neither one of you can decide, really. I feel like he's the one not putting an effort, and you're the one who's created the entire narrative. You know what I'm saying? But yes, something tells me that the sexual magic tarot would be like more appropriate for this reading, where it's almost like One Direction comes to mind, where it's like, you've got that one thing, I need that one thing. And so if you can figure out what that one thing is, you're in. That is, but it's not that yet, or it, or something. That's your personal touch on the reading, that I feel like you have the narrative and he's kind of all over the place and not really thinking about it, but also gets the connection in the same way where it's like, I guess I could or I couldn't, but I want to know which. But he's more like sorting through his options and you're more like, it's this one, but you're the one with options, you know, like he thinks he has options, and it's like, you fucking, like, trust me, I know. It's, like, it's written down, almost. And so, you're like, fine, I will go explore my options. And then he's gonna be like, wait. Like, don't fuckboy move. I know that queen heavy, she. It's like, again, with the small groups, like, it's definitely, I can already tell it's exactly what it is. But that, again, it's that one thing. There's something that they're looking for, he in this scenario, but it's the thing that they're looking for that keeps them looking, that they don't realize you have, right? And if you don't show them you have it, then how will they know where to find it? And so, yeah. You're my 4th of July, you make me sweet, 'cause you got that one thing. One Direction is 4 earth signs. Oh my God. Oh my. No, you're lying, though. Are you lying? No, his ears are burning. Ears fucking burning. He's so embarrassed by something he did, too, where it's just like, oh my God. He kind of thinks he fumbled too hard and is probably testing the waters. What a brat. Hate that. But Brat Academy over here, so. Wow. That's kind of wild. I feel like I know, because I'm like, yeah, he's like, oh, why am I still thinking about this? What did I say? Why did I do that? I'm trying to fucking backtrack, like, wait, still fucking air sign man. Man, I love Fox Mulder, but it's such a good thing that he's not a real person in my life, you know what I mean? Because he is a Libra man at the end of the day, and I just don't think I can handle it. No offense. Obviously, there's a reason that we're friends. But, complication. Taurus and Libra are both ruled by Venus, and Venus is currently in retrograde, and everybody's love life is a mess. So imagine two people who are ruled by that planet. You're feeling like the day you met. He's feeling like a day that hasn't happened yet. I think that's good. I think that's good. Let's see what he says. You know what I mean? Like, let's just see what he says at that point where it's like, okay. So I feel like the love deck's out of juice because this week it's like everybody wants a pump of the love potion. She's a Pisces. You would fucking say that. Dude, listen, Scully is hot. Gillian Anderson, total babe, amazing actress. I like idolize this woman. I love her. She's Aqua Moon. I can't even handle Gillian Anderson. Everything about her is perfect. Kills it as Dr. Milburn. Like, love her. But I fucking hate Scully. I hate Scully. I will die on that hill, okay? I think you're supposed to hate Scully in a sense, but nobody does. Yeah, she is. She is. Gillian Anderson's a fucking babe. And so Scully's a babe, but her personality, I'm like, no. Mulder is not even that into her. I know, yes, of course I'm biased because that's my man. We understand that. But they are not a good pair. It's so tough. I hate the fake romance. No spoilers. I'm only at season 8. She has this whatever, but it's not anything. So, like, if it is, don't say it. Because it will piss me off and I'll be upset. And if you spoil it, I will never forgive you. So let's just stop talking about X-Files. Pisces, bro. Man, she pisses me off. So also Libras are complicated and sarcastic and kind of shady, even though they're not doing anything. They're just like, I wonder if I could pull off being shady right now. For what? What are you doing? I don't know. What am I doing? What do you do? Are you sitting in here reading and trying to start drama? Yeah, the book is boring. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, it's like how it feels, where it's like you're just not doing anything wrong, just being shady because. But also, that might be like maybe a pink flag that somebody is putting on a shady act for no reason, so that when they act shady to do shady shit, it's like, oh, that's just who they are as a person. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So you gotta be suspicious, but also no major decisions until February 1st. No Valentine's Day plans until February 5th. That's what I would, wait till the very last minute how bad you want it. Because if it gets taken, then you didn't want it that bad, right? Yeah. Well, what's up, y'all? I might go get some water and I will come back, or we can end it, but it's up to you guys because I'm not gonna just do it. But if you want more cards, again, I'm exhausted on the love cards. I would pull the sexual magic, but I'm just not going down that road on Twitch. Again, I have not done Daemons on this channel yet, but that's like work and finances and things that you would describe hell as like laborious. And then don't think I can do any more mystery deck. I could maybe do some Thoth cards. And I would probably pass on Halloween Oracle. So if that sounds of interest, I will take a moment and come back and do it. Or if everyone's like, I'm good, I'm loaded with messages, I'll watch the other videos. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm good to go. If y'all are good to go. Once I took the time to kind of unwind, I'm like, it feels pretty whole. I think it's the whole picture. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for being here. Again, I am going to message you because you want a contest and how you're reading. Anyone else who watched or is going to tune back in, thank you so much. I love you. 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 Good luck with your full moons. Do some ritual, de lo habitual before you go to bed. And maybe instead of a prayer, you can write a harmony for some reason. I appreciate you. I hope that was resonating, though. It was weird. It was almost like I was, like, not in the room, but just sort of like I'm so familiar with Libra energy and also ruled by Venus, and I feel like we're reacting the same way in a sense of like this retrograde. So I really hope that it was whole. And again, highly recommend going back and watching the mystery deck reading that was before the love cards. Still like 30 minutes into the stream or something. But you can get a better picture for the general narrative. Good, thank you. I'm glad. I do a lot of general readings because like, it's not super popular. So if you end up watching it, it's very niche to this audience. You know what I mean? So I'm all about it. And if it hits, it hits, and it's supposed to. And it's all what it is. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Good night. I love you all, and I will see you again. But sorry I don't schedule. And thank you. I love you. Good night.